All right, captains, welcome. Let's dive into something that is absolutely critical to every single trip you run, but let's be honest, can sometimes get overlooked. Your passenger safety briefing. This isn't just about checking a box, you know? It's a non-negotiable part of your command out there on the water.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Think about the last briefing you gave. Was it just something you recited from memory? Was it truly compliant? And more importantly, if things went south, is that briefing going to protect you, your license, and everything you've worked for?
Because here's the thing. This isn't a suggestion. This is federal law. Under the Code of Federal Regulations, the U.S. Coast Guard requires you to give a safety orientation. And this has been on the books since 1996, so it's not new. Not doing it right isn't just a slip-up, it's a serious violation.
Okay, let's talk about the legal foundation of your entire job as a captain. It's all built on this idea of duty of care. It's the legal yardstick they use to measure every single thing you do. And your safety briefing, that is your #1 primetime opportunity to prove you are meeting that duty.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? We're not just talking about going through the motions. Anybody can mumble a few words about life jackets. True compliance is making sure your passengers actually get it, that they're prepared. Because when they're prepared, it means you are truly prepared.
So, let's just imagine for a second. You're out on a beautiful day, and then you see it. That flashing blue light. The Coast Guard is pulling up for a boarding. Right then and there, your entire professional operation goes under the microscope. Are you really ready for what's about to happen?
You know the drill. It's a predictable process. They'll ask for your papers, they'll check your safety gear, but then comes the real test. They're going to walk right past you, over to one of your passengers, and ask them point blank, did the captain give you a safety briefing? And just like that, your compliance rests entirely on their answer.
And you got to remember this. If you're fumbling for your documents, if you seem flustered or unsure, that's a huge red flag for them. Disorganization screams unprepared, and that's a direct invitation for them to start digging a whole lot deeper into your operation. So how do you make sure that never happens? How do you guarantee you're always ready, always buttoned up, and always projecting total professionalism? Well, that is exactly why the Passenger Safety Protocol was created. It's designed to solve this exact problem. I want you to think of this as your digital suit of armor. It's more than just a piece of paper, it's a powerful tool. It gives you the right answers, documents your due diligence, which reduces your legal risk, and you know what? It makes you a stronger, more authoritative captain in the eyes of your passengers and the Coast Guard. And let's be crystal clear. This isn't one of those faded, laminated checklists you've got taped to the helm. We've all seen them. No, this is a complete professional system that covers every single base, from the moment your guests step on board to the second they step off.
Just take a quick look at how it's built. It starts by establishing your authority right from the get-go. It walks through PFDs and emergencies with absolute clarity. And then, and this is the game changer, it finishes with record keeping. That's your paper trail. That's your legal defense right there. I mean, the difference is just night and day. A standard briefing, you're winging it, relying on memory and leaving huge gaps. The protocol briefing, it's scripted, it's structured, and it creates a written record. It takes you from, I'm pretty sure I covered that, to here is the undeniable proof.
Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine a fire breaks out. Panic is setting in. Are your guests going to remember that rambling speech you gave? No way. But they might remember a simple acronym, PASS, Pull, Aim, Squeeze, Sweep. That is clear, simple, and actionable. That's what saves lives.
Now here's a scenario nobody wants to think about. What if you're the one who's incapacitated? What happens then? This is how deep the protocol goes. It literally gives your passengers the script they need to call for help, to save you. That's what I call being truly prepared.
So the bottom line is this. You have to give a briefing. It's the law. This protocol takes that legal requirement, that chore, and transforms it into your single best line of defense. It's not just something you have to do. It becomes a tool that actively protects you.
At the end of the day, everything we do is about safety on the water. We all get that. But this system is designed with one person's security at its absolute core. It protects the captain, period.
So, I'm going to leave you with the same question I asked at the beginning. When those blue lights are flashing and those officers are stepping onto your deck, are you going to be ready? Because with this kind of preparation, the answer isn't, I hope so. It's a calm, cool, absolutely. Come on aboard.